It is day 2 of my no carb, no sugar February fast / metabolic menopause reset. Starting my morning. I woke up this morning at 7:30 because, like I said, I go to bed at 10:30 now, and I'm up. I'm usually like just waking up on my own without an alarm. I actually don't even set an alarm unless I have to be somewhere, but I tend to wake up at 7:30, and I'm going to start with my little ginger shot here, my little immunity booster. Thick. Now, I didn't talk about this yesterday. I should really quickly talk about this. This is ginger, fresh organic ginger. I have a lot of ginger. I buy it from Sprouts in bulk, organic ginger. Just a little fun fact, if it looks like this is the real ginger. But you know the ginger that looks like it's really big and chunky, it looks like thumbs or whatever, that's actually, I think it's GMO ginger. So if you want the real ginger, if you go to a lot of Asian, fine Asian restaurants, you see that they have these types of ginger because it's the real organic ginger. So I don't have measurements. I just kind of actually, I don't make it. Let me stop lying. My bae makes these shots. So he does ginger. He cleans it, he scrapes off all of the skin, and then he chops it up in big chunks, and then he'll take oranges, I don't know how many, maybe 2, maybe 3. He's not big on lemon, so he probably only does half of a lemon, and then he puts it in the Vitamix, and he just blends it up, adds some water to it, and it just makes this really thick little concoction of something that's really good and potent for you, because if you look up ginger and all of its benefits, it helps with it's like an antibiotic, so it helps like stave off any colds, but it's just a great immune system builder, booster. And I'll probably talk more about this as I drink this, because we have a couple of different ginger drinks, but I'm gonna start with this morning. And how I do this is I have to take a breath. Remember when you used to have to take NyQuil or Robitussin as a kid, or any type of cold medicine, and you would have to hold your breath? So that's still how I go do things with this. So it's always the exhale. If I hold my breath and I take it in and I'm okay, but the moment that I have to exhale is when all the heat of this thing, I gotta drink that little bit too, takes over my senses. But I can taste a lot of orange on this, maybe because we're getting down to the bottom of it. Maybe I haven't been shaking it well enough, but I taste a lot of orange in this. Still a lot of ginger, still a lot of heat, warms your body, and gives you energy. But the main thing is antioxidants. I have to take my car into the shop, and it's in Glendale. And it used to be, I take it to the dealer. It used to be where you'd bring your car to the dealer, or at least this dealer, and they would give me a rental car. And somewhere along the line that changed. I think that changed during the pandemic. I'm not sure. So now they charge us for a rental car. I'm not going to do that. I don't have any place to be this weekend. And so I'm taking it in to have probably my brakes looked at, and my little engine light came on, which has happened before. So I think there's something in the faulty ECM, something that they have to figure out in an oil change. And actually, I'm going to drive to Glendale, but I'm going to take the bus back. And because of that, that means I'm going to be exerting a lot more energy. So I want to eat a little bit more. So I'm going to make an omelet. And then I'm going to make some branzino, that frozen branzino that I got from Trader Joe's. I'll season that up really nicely. And it's a really quick and easy cook. It takes like 4 minutes for each side. I wish I had avocado. I forgot to get avocado. Speaking of avocado, I'm going to stop today at Trader Joe's. I'm going to get some avocado. And I think I'm wanting a steak. Now, usually when I have a steak, I have a nice baked potato with it, but that's not the case. I'm not doing baked potatoes. But I will stop at Trader Joe's, and I'm going to get a steak for dinner. I'll be cooking myself, so I'll do a steak and maybe some asparagus and some Brussels sprouts, or, I'll figure it out once I get to Trader Joe's. So in the meantime, here I'm going to start cooking the food. One huge mushroom, 1 stalk of broccolini that I just kind of like cut up a bit. I don't eat that part. Because I'm making an omelet, I'm using this vegan cheese. It's called LiFE, and I use the Gouda. Vegan cheese is tricky. It's hard to find a good cheese, and I still eat cheese, but I have this in the house. And so they have these Gouda slices, and I just break them up into little pieces like this. And then as my eggs are cooking, I'll drizzle them in, and they melt down really nicely. It's a Gouda, so it's a little stinky. I don't know how they got it stinky, but I like the stink because I can taste it. So it tastes good, and it doesn't have an aftertaste like a lot of those vegan cheeses do. Oops. Crispy skin. So on day 2, I haven't had any sugar cravings. I haven't gotten to the point where I just feel really, really hungry or like I'm missing anything. And for me, that's a good thing, because if I'm already feeling this way by day 2, then the rest of I'm gonna do 24 days. I was going back and forth, 21, 24, I'm gonna do 24 days, it's day 2. I will say this, my productivity has increased in terms of I don't feel like I am trying to figure out what I'm doing because I have more mental clarity. I don't feel like I am trying to figure something out for hours or having problems focusing. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. This is the final. I got my branzino, a little Cajun style, a little nice little blackened, and my little omelet with mushrooms, spinach, and broccolini, and that Gouda vegan cheese. Gosh, I wish I had an avocado right now. I'm gonna stop and get avocados tonight, and I'm gonna get a steak for dinner, maybe some asparagus, I'm not sure. But I'm feeling good on day 2, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you about my dinner, and then I'll recap the day. All right, bye. I'm on my way to drop my car off at the dealership for some maintenance. It's been about an hour since I ate my breakfast, and I am starting to get hungry. And that's kind of a little nerve-wracking because my commute back is going to be at least an hour on public transportation. But one thing that I realized that could be the issue is I only had a cup of jasmine tea this morning. I didn't have any water. I didn't have any liquids to fill in the pockets of my belly. Thankfully, I did bring water. I'm gonna see if I can find a Whole Foods. I know if there's a Whole Foods in Glendale, or find some place where maybe I can get a fresh juice if I'm still hungry when I get there. I'm gonna drink this water on my way to the dealership, and I will see if I am hungry once I get there, and on my way back I'll probably have to, or maybe I'll just remain hungry. I don't know, I'll keep you posted. So I dropped my car off. They sent me home in an Uber. I was really surprised about that. Like I said, they used to give you a car for a couple of days, but I guess the times are changing. They don't have the budget for it. But yeah, so I took the Uber. I actually took the Uber to Trader Joe's. I did another haul because, like I said, I'm craving red meat and I wanted steak. So I got a nice little ribeye. And so going back to, remember I was saying as I was driving there, I was getting concerned because I was starting to feel hungry, and I wasn't sure if I was hungry or if I was thirsty. And if you don't know this, your body can't tell, or your brain can't tell the difference between thirst and hunger. So it registers as hunger. But if you drink water and wait 15 minutes and you feel okay, you're not hungry, then you were just dehydrated and thirsty. Isn't that something? Learn something new every day. I should get a water while we're talking. But I did another haul at Trader Joe's because I wanted steak, and I got a few other things. Got the bag down here. I got some flowers for my grandmother's altar. I have a video on that if you haven't seen it. I'll link it up top. I got some more bananas because these are ripe and they'll be gone probably between tonight and tomorrow, and they're kind of like my dessert, so these are to ripen up and get me through the week. Got my avocados. They're not ripe though, so I'll have to wait a couple days. How do you deal with ripening your avocados? I used to put them into a paper bag and sit them in a dark place. Ooh. But now I just take them and I put them in a dark place of my cupboard. So this is where all my plates are, and I just throw them back here. And then in a couple days, they will be ripe. I got more tomatoes because I love these tomatoes, and I'm probably gonna add a lot. Oh, I forgot to get cucumber. But I got more salad, and I got some more spices because I was running out of garlic. I love the mushroom umami. If you want to give anything just a little more flavor, umami is what you want. It's like a mushroom, and it makes everything more savory than what it is. And I like it for my lentils. I use it for everything, quite frankly. But I like garlic salt. I like these little crystals because they're a little bit more potent because it's dried garlic, and they're like, they crystallize them, and then when it's like fresh garlic, and then some garlic powder because, you know, they're both good. And then let's see here, I got some limes for my water, and also, you know, for marination. I got a can of smoked trout, which is great on salads, great on crackers, but I'm not eating crackers right now, so I have to forget about that. I did get some nuts because nuts are also really great at staving off appetite. And they give you a lot of fiber, iron. Make sure there's no sugars in here. You got to check. Yeah, iron, potassium. Oh, this has a lot of fiber. Yeah, I like these. Did I get the right one? Yeah, the truffle Marcona almonds. So much flavor. If you like truffle, you need these. I tried these one time. I was at an event, and they had like a charcuterie board, like a whole table, and those were on there. And every time I would go to this place and they would do these charcuterie boards, I was like, what is this nut? And finally I was able to find out. So that's that. And then I got myself a ribeye steak. I need a low fat on it. Doesn't have the bone in though. Now this was $18 for premium Angus beef. You know, I don't know what to think in this world anymore. Is it premium? It doesn't matter. Either way, this is gonna be two servings because I can't eat the whole steak. I will try to, but I can't eat the whole steak. So I'm gonna cut this in half. I'll cut it and cook one half today and probably cook the other half tomorrow or in a couple of days or something like that. And then that is pretty much it. I'm gonna drink some water, and then when I make my dinner, I'll show that to you. And now I'm gonna go to the gym do some cardio and get some strength training. All right, check back in. Day 2 is done. I'm about to enjoy this steak and string beans and lentils. See, it's not really bad. There's no bread, there's no potatoes, there's no rice, there's no pasta, but that's okay. All of this is flavorful, and it's still going to, you know, give me the energy that I need. And I haven't had any sugar cravings, and it's only day 2. So imagine, but by the 24th day. So it's been a great day. I'm gonna eat this. I'm about to go watch a movie. I think I'm gonna watch Substance with Demi Moore, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.